Greetings everyone, Zannrath here. Welcome back to more Hearthstone, some more solo adventures, and Ice Crown against the Lich King, 9-class challenge. Rogue is up next, so here we go. Death does not scare me, because Death Lords, and Death Rattles in general, so, yeah. Gotta pet those penguins. So fun to pet. I think when you play a penguin against the Lich King, it says something like, I love you, or something. Alright, let's go ahead and toss Pillager. Hopefully we get like a Nerubian egg. That'd be like ultimate 1, 2, 3, I guess. Second Zombie Chow. I guess that's okay. Yeah, sure. Ragnaros. Not really want to see it early on, but I guess it would be kind of nice to have later on. Price of Power. Destroy every spell in your opponent's hand and deck. That's cool. Doesn't coin out anything. So we'll just toss out, I guess, the other Zombie Chow. Ideally, I'd be able to, like, toss out a Nerubian egg and then Raptor it. But, you know. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. So here we go. Poke it. Next turn, I guess, will be the Twilight Summoner, and then Death will Unearth Raptor it next turn. With probably another Hero Power, another Dagger. So what does he have for 3? Cold Wraith, right? No, it's gonna obliterate a Zombie Chow. That's cute, alright. Skeleton Knight comes out, so we'll toss this out, we'll hit. There we go, there's a Doomsayer, we need that for turn 7. Well, technically our turn 8, I guess. Eternal Servitude, I guess that's relatively helpful. Potentially helpful, at least. Okay, we can deal with that. We'll toss out the Raptor. Okay, so we can probably do this and poke. It'll go right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Make this trade, and then next turn I guess I'll make that trade. Well, actually I have to hit this into the Belcher that he's going to play. Oh no, he's going to anti-magic shield a single minion. Wow, I actually did not know he was going to do that. So I think I'll make this hit. He can Blizzard. But actually, I can play this to save this from Blizzard. I might just do that. I'll go ahead and just throw out a Mistress. Poke. He may Blizzard here, but this is setting up for a pretty decent, I guess, turn 7. So, make that hit. We make this hit. Go there and there. We poke. Throw out the Doomsayer for his Frostmourne turn. We're going to get a 4 or a 5/5 back post. What do you call it? Post Frostmourne, and then the next turn we can go like Skelomance into Sun Fury. He's probably gonna hit. Oh wait, he's gonna hit the Unearthed Raptor. Or no, he probably actually gonna hit this because it's the strongest minion, right? So yeah, hopefully he doesn't hit this, and then I lose out on my 5/5. But you know, we'll see what the Lich King does. Of course, got to kill the strongest minion. That's cool. This goes off. 5/5. Clean board. So that's nice. We could just go Rag. Bait out another Obliterate. Sure, let's do that, I guess. Next turn, I'm probably going to do this. Taunt, and then Poke, and then Dagger. So probably just Poke here. So start putting a little bit of pressure. Here's the second Obliterate onto the Rag. And we're at full health, so that's pretty decent. Nope, it's gonna Glacial Shard. Well, I guess he'll Glacial Shard first, and then he's gonna Shatter it. No, you can't, because he doesn't have the mana. Well, that was a bit of a misplay on his part. So we'll do this. We'll poke. Let's go double Shredder. No, let's do 1 Shredder and 1 Skelemancer. Okay, we're in an okay spot. If this dies, we can probably maybe Eternal Servitude it. Well, we have a chance, obviously, right? We have a chance, but not likely. Water Early comes down, and Looming Presence. Alright. And 2 mana, Obliterate onto the Rag. Easy play. And let's see. Let's see if we can Servitude Or we can go, but no, we can go Servitude. So let's go. Okay. I guess we do this. Guess we do. Hold on. I think we do this, right? And then we taunt these boys. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna face place it. Actually, he can Blizzard very easily here, right? Fine. Just gonna chicken out. There's that. I mean, really, actually, if he Blizzards, actually would turn out to be better for me. So, and Magic Shield. All right, so I guess it was maybe worth it to trade, perhaps. I don't know, maybe. Actually, no. I would have had lethal, right? No, actually, 7, 9, 15. Wait, hold on. 9, 11, 7 is 18. Okay, we would have had lethal anyways. I was gonna say maybe I would have had lethal if I hit him in the face for 5, but we still have lethal, so we're good. We're all good. Without the Shredder because it's fun. Do it this way. Oop. We'll do that. Pop that, and hey, there we go. That worked out pretty well. I have to say that was I think so far, for me at least, that was second easiest to Priest. I think Priest I just did it in one attempt. This one only had like 4 or 5 attempts, I think, and actually not that much refinement to this deck. Alright, so Valyria the Hollow disappeared into the night, where shades and shadows see all, and none are safe from her icy blade. Oh, she got a Wailing Soul and a... I guess that's a Banshee, and then this is is that an Ancient Shade or whatever that's called? The 7/4 shuffle the something into your deck, that when you draw it you take like 8 damage or whatever. I don't remember how much damage it is. No one ever plays it, right? Actually, some people played it. I think it was played in a Tavern Brawl, right? It was actually pretty decent in one of the Tavern Brawls, because for some reason, I think it was like your hero is immune or something like that, or only could take damage from minions. I can't remember. Anyways, let's take a look at the deck. Here we go. Death does not scare me. So, obviously a lot of Death Rattles. If you have N'Zoth, it'd be obviously a good include in this deck. But, yeah, some early game and some healing to help kind of stave off his Relentless Winter. Obviously the Doomsayer is there for the board clear on turn, or after his Frostmourne phase is triggered. Ideally, you'd be able to like set up some Rivian Eggs and maybe some like Unearthed Raptors, maybe some Twilight Summoners on the board before the Doomsayer, because that way, you know, you'll drop your Doomsayer on your turn 8, clear his board, clear your board too, but then all these Death Rattles pop out, and you just have a strong board. And we got a okay-ish board, I think, after we only had the 1/5/5, but yeah, otherwise, just, you know, Death Rattle minions, summon some stuff afterwards. Skillamance obviously helps, and in conjunction with the Sun Fury, but Skelemancer rather, helps with the post Frostmourne phase. You don't want to drop it before, because you're going to be Doomsayering on your into his Frostmourne phase, and so obviously you get the 8/8 on their turn, so Doomsayer goes off in your turn. But yeah, it helps kind of safeguard against Blizzard, so if he wants to Blizzard, then you'll get an 8/8, so that's nice. Otherwise, yeah, Kel'Thuzad didn't even make an appearance, but obviously it can be very helpful, especially if you're just triggering Death Rattles left and right, or at least the fun ones, right? Like the summon, the 5/5 and the 4/4. I think Deathlord is actually pretty decent. We didn't get to see that much out of him, but I think especially early on, he helps contest the board really well in the early phases. And I guess another kind of thing that would be a little bit of like min-maxing, but if you could get like a Deathlord into his Frostmourne phase, obviously he has to attack Taunt, so he gets to hit the Deathlord. If he kills it, he summons a minion from his deck, or it pulls a minion from his deck before it goes into your Doomsayer going off, right? So that actually kind of helps you pull some stuff out of his deck. Although I'm not sure how it's scripted. I think that before Frostmourne and during Frostmourne, he will only draw like his 1 through 4 or 1 through 6, I guess technically, mana minions. So like the Skeletal Knights, the Cold Wraiths, the Grim Necromancer, Serenite Chain Gang, the one Black Knight, and his Belchers. So I don't think he can pull. I don't think you can pull a Bone Mare. But then again, he might only have 2 Bone Mares, and it just is kind of harder to pull that versus some of the other stuff. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that. The couple times I've seen it go off into his Frostmourne phase was only those minions you see early on, typically the 1 through 4 mana minions. But anyways, yeah, ideally you'll be able to set that up, pull one more card out of his deck, just have one less thing in his deck. And then it kind of does help in terms of like even if he pulls some stuff from his deck in the early phase that you have to kind of contest with. Ideally you can pull out like a 2/4 or whatever, so he doesn't get the 1/1 Battlecry. I guess that's really the only thing that's okay to pull out of his deck. Belcher would be kind of difficult to deal with. The 0/5 Valkyrie thingy I think is also kind of fairly difficult to deal with if you don't have like a. But then again, you're usually gonna have enough board to kind of really contest these minions. So I think it's still pretty good in terms of like helping you stay alive, keeping your health total reasonable. Obviously, that's what the Earthen Ring is also there for. But otherwise, yeah, tempo oriented, very much so. A little bit of planning, but overall easier compared to most of the other ones so far. I think, like I said, second to Priest in terms of simplicity, at least for me. And this really isn't that difficult of a deck to generate. I guess it actually is kind of a difficult deck to generate. We got the Ragnaros, a couple good shots, so that was pretty fortunate. He did obliterate fairly soon after. Like I think Rag was up for like 2 or 3 turns at most. But yeah, obviously the dream would be like a Ragnaros into like a Kel'Thuzad. Actually, I'm not sure who he would obliterate. He'd probably obliterate the Kel'Thuzad over the Ragnaros. Just given how many shenanigans Kel'Thuzad has really kind of given these adventures in the past, given the coding. But I'm pretty sure they fixed that. Anyways, that's it for Rogue. So 3 more after this. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.